All right, we're back working on the Monterey. We're going to finish the bottom coat on this boat today, as well as start cleaning up this whole Outdrive unit. So my buddy has an excavator. We're going to actually lift this up off of the trailer, have it kind of hang above the trailer about a foot or so. That way we can get under there and just roll underneath where the bunks are. Not much area that we have to cover, but we're definitely going to need to get it up in the air so we can get under there with the roller. And then we're also going to work on cleaning this up. So I ended up getting a whole new sticker kit for it. So we're gonna peel all this stuff off. The strip of the sticker around here, it goes all the way on the other side. This sticker up top, and then there's stickers that go on these rams. So I bought a whole new kit on eBay. We got a fresh pack of wire wheels. So we're gonna end up just cleaning this up as best as we can. And then we're gonna throw some new paint on it. I got some primer, black paint, and then we got a clear coat. So I can show you those real quick. Once we sand it down, we'll start off with this primer. We'll let that settle. We'll try and smooth out any imperfections we can see, and then we'll hit it with this engine paint. So it's the actual Mercury Phantom Black paint code. And then after we paint it black, we'll throw the new stickers on it, and then we'll gloss over with everything with a clear gloss. Hopefully it should clean all this up, make everything shine again. I just tested a little bit of the black down here, and it makes a pretty decent difference. So we might not even need the clear coat. 100% should have painted this while I had this completely off of the boat. Looking back on it, I definitely would do that next time, but it is what it is now. So we'll just finish up where we left off. We're gonna be bouncing around a little bit. A lot of it depends on when he's able to lift this up off the trailer. So we're gonna start with sanding all that down and hitting that with the wire wheel, and then we might bounce over and start doing the bottom coat in the middle. So we ended up using these stands to try and jack up the back, but it's just not moving anymore. So we're gonna try and lift it up with this and then throw some blocking underneath it to hopefully try and get it up off the trailer enough to get a roller in there. So we got the back of the boat held up here by the jack stands here. We got ratchet straps holding it on because the boat was actually shifting backwards when we were lifting the front up. But that'll give us plenty of space to get underneath here and paint the rest of the bottom here. So he's got the excavator still hooked up to it, so that way it doesn't come back down, but should be plenty good. But let's throw some paint in the tray here and get going. Alright guys, so it's the next day. We got the paint all dried on the boat. We ended up taking the front strap off of it. The excavator kind of settles down the hydraulic system on it, so we didn't want the arm coming down and hitting the front of the boat overnight, but everything's looking good. The back's still on jack stands. we wanted to leave it up overnight so that way everything can dry. And then he's gonna be back here in a little bit, and we're gonna end up taking these stands off the back and putting it back on the trailer. Everything's coming out pretty good though. We do have some areas we want to touch up still on the outside with some paint. Got some wear marks from where the straps were, but not the end of the world. We'll be able to get those once it's back on the trailer. And then my buddy's actually messing around with the brakes on here. We've mentioned that in a previous video, that the brakes weren't working and I wasn't really sure how to check them. We ended up finding out that the hard line, or the soft line for the brakes that connects the main brake line down to the fitting there, was completely clogged. So ordered a new one of those last night. Came in today, so once we get this down off of the jack stands and back in the grass, we'll end up going down there and bleeding out the brakes. So we got the bottom coat all finished on this boat, cleaned up really nice. We do have some stuff we need to touch up here on the back side of it. And again, we're going to start working on this outdrive. Started sanding this side down. We'll jump over and hit the other side. We'll end up taking some of this hardware off. Like I said before, I really should have did this while this was already taken off the boat and all split apart, but it is what it is. We'll end up taping up some of this stuff that we want to make sure the paint doesn't get on. And we'll just clean it up as best as we can. We're not gonna be able to get inside all here the best, but we'll do the best we can to clean it up, and then we'll start laying down some paint on here. this dry overnight, and this came out really good. The Outdrive itself is in really good shape. The paint cured on there nice and good. The only thing I'm not too happy about is like the actual housing up there itself. You can see some of the corrosion from it sitting in the water, which kind of knew was going to happen. Not the end of the world, but overall looks 1,000 times better. We got the new stickers on there, which really helped clean it up a little bit, and then we'll pull this tape off, and then you'll see all the chrome from the actual pistons there themselves. I do have a little bit more we need to touch up on the back of the boat down there with some of the bottom coat again, mainly on this side. We got a little bit of primer that's sprayed onto the base of it there, but we'll get all that cleaned up, and then she should be good to go. Couple things left to do on the boat. So we started to bleed the brakes on this, and we ended up not being able to get them to work still. We can't get any fluid to come through the lines. So if anybody has any tips or tricks on how to bleed those correctly, please let me know in the comments. We got to get that done. We need to start polishing the boat. I just got all the compounds in the mail last week, so we have everything for that. And then we still need to paint the base of this and then add in the ladder. So some more stuff coming up on that in the upcoming weeks. Weather's starting to get nice out, so we can really get out here and start working on it. So stay tuned. If you guys aren't subscribed already, definitely click that button so you get the updates when the videos come out. And stay tuned for the next video.